are being sworn in tonight, that God would bless them with wisdom as they communicate with the people of Monticello, as they just think through issues that would come up. God, may you bless them with the right answers and give them direction. And then tonight, God, I just pray over the city council that you would just direct the conversations. May the things they do be God glorifying. God, may you continue to protect and bless this community. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ferris?
Here.
Ms. Stevens? Here. Ms. Harlan? Here. Mr. Reed?
Here.
Ms. Boat? Here. Mr. Brock?
Here.
Mr. Burris?
Here.
Mr. Coon?
Here.
We have a quorum?
Thank you. Public participation. Please note this meeting is being held in person at the, and we'll also have remote participation available if attending in person. A face covering is required, and I see everybody gets an A+ tonight for wearing the face mask. In-person participation, there are none this evening. Remote participation, this is an opportunity for the public to provide public comment to the presiding officer. The public comments must comply with ordinance 2014-02 and be limited to 5 minutes or less. At this time, members of the public are able to attend public meetings by web conference and to submit public comment by email, voicemail, or through web conference. Anyone more? No one, thank you. At this time, we will swear in new officials. And I, as mayor, will swear in Jill Potts. Please raise your right hand. I, Jill Potts,
I, Jill Potts,
having been appointed to the office of city clerk
having been appointed to the office of city clerk
in the city of Monticello,
in the city of Monticello,
in the county of Piatt,
in the county of Piatt,
aforementioned, do solemnly swear or affirm
aforementioned, do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of city clerk to the best of my ability.
of the office of city clerk to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now she gets to swear me in.
Now we get to trade. Please raise your right hand. I, Larry Stoner,
I, Larry Stoner,
having been elected to the office of mayor
having been elected to the office of mayor
in the city of Monticello,
in the city of Monticello,
in the county of Piatt aforesaid,
in the county of Piatt aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of mayor to the best of my ability.
of the office of mayor to the best of my ability. Thank you.
And can I have the newly elected older persons up front? And we're going to swear you all in together. If you wouldn't mind just coming up here. Guys, just want to make a line for me. And
You all see
wow, look at them in order. All right, please raise your right hand. I, say your name,
Wendell Brock,
having been elected to the office
have been elected to the office
of Alderperson Ward
of Alderperson Ward 2,
in the city of Monticello,
city of Monticello,
in the county of Piatt,
in the county of Piatt,
aforesaid,
aforesaid,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of
of the office of Alderman Ward 2
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you,
Thank you.
and congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. In case you did not know, Rodney did receive 6 write-in votes in Ward 3, so he was duly elected.
He was more than me.
I never did see it in the paper, and I never did see it on the county website.
I got the canvas sheet. That's right.
Okay, thank you all for running again. It's great. Okay, consent agenda, approval of documents and actions listed. Claims report, claims dated April 27, 2021 through May 10, 2021. Meeting minutes, city council meeting minutes, 2021. Historic Preservation Commission meeting minutes, March 2nd, 2021. Permit report, April 2021. Fire report, April 2021. Police report, April 2021. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Anyone have comments or questions before we vote?
I did notice Lori Williams' name is misspelled in the historic preservation.
Okay, we'll take care of it.
Well,
That
Okay, thanks. Anyone else? Not hearing none or seeing none, can I have a roll call, please, Jill?
Mr. Ferris,
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stevens.
Yes.
Ms. Harlan,
Yes.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Ms. Boat,
Yes.
Mr. Brock,
Yes.
Mr. Burris,
Yes.
Mr. Kim.
yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The mayor's report this evening. There are 68 businesses in Monticello area that are actively hiring to fill over 150 full and part-time positions of all levels, trades, and experience. View the local job board on the city's website for a listing or visit the Piatt County Workforce Development Office for workforce assistance. New business in town. Welcome to Blue Dragonfly Catering, which reopened the Greenhouse Cafe this month at Allerton Park. Some upcoming events this weekend: Sunset Drive-In Movies and Third Saturday Garden Tours at Allerton Park, Story Time at Bryant Cottage, and weekend train rides. Picnic with the Peonies at Allerton Park, May 22nd and 23rd. Car show at Piatt County Trailblazers on May 23rd. And visit makeitmonticello.com for information on events. Old business. Oh, I didn't forget. It just slipped my mind for a moment. It's on two sides, okay. I have a proclamation to read this evening, National Police Week 2021. Whereas National Police Week is to honor the service and sacrifice of those law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty while protecting our communities and safeguarding our democracy. Whereas the dedicated men and women who have chosen law enforcement as a career face extraordinary risks and dangers in preserving our freedom and security. And whereas it is fitting and proper that we express our gratitude for the dedicated service and courageous deeds of law enforcement officers and for the contributions they have made to the security and well-being of all our people. And whereas by a joint resolution approved October 1st, 1962, the Congress has requested the President to designate May 15 of each year as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and the calendar week during which May 15 occurs as Police Week. And whereas the members of the City of Monticello Police Department play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of the citizens of our community, now therefore be it resolved that the Monticello City Council hereby proclaims May 9 through 15, 2021 as Police Week in the City of Monticello. Be it further resolved that the Monticello City Council publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in communities across the nation, and encourages all citizens to express appreciation to those who continue to dedicate themselves to our safety and security. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the official seal of the City of Monticello to be affixed to this 10th day, on this 10th day of May 2021. Mr. Mayor. Thank you, John, and your troops. Appreciate it. Okay, now I'll move on to old business. Motion to reconsider resolution for approval of the preliminary plan, the Heritage Subdivision, Resolution 2021-22. Is there a motion to reconsider?
So moved.
Is there a second? Any comments or questions? Hearing or seeing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Ferks,
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stevens,
Yes.
Ms. Harlan,
Yes.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Ms. Boat,
Yes.
Mr. Brock,
Yes.
Mr. Burris,
Yes.
Mr. Coon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Resolution 2021-22, resolution for approval of the preliminary plan as amended, the Heritage subdivision.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As we previously discussed, and Mrs. Julia Atkins is proposing a single-family residential subdivision to create the Heritage subdivision at the property currently known as 1690 North State Street. Precision Engineering Group and the applicant have submitted the preliminary plan to the city staff for review. Staff found the preliminary plan met requirements of chapter 152-041 of the city code. The applicant requested waivers, is requesting waivers for curb and gutter type from B16 barrier style curb to M618 mountable style curb, and to eliminate the sidewalk requirement on the south side of Leo Lane only, which means all the buildable lots, their frontages will have sidewalks in front. And also to allow for lots 2, 3, 4, and 5 to have private pump sewage disposal systems that connect to the city sanitary sewer main. The required public notice was published in the January 27th, February 3rd, March 3rd, and March 31st editions of the Pike County Journal-Republic. Planning and Zoning Board met at their regularly scheduled meeting on April 19th, 2021, and held the required public hearing. Members of the public had several comments, and most are generally in favor of the project. However, there was some concern regarding the original waiver to eliminate the sidewalk requirement. The Planning and Zoning Board approved the motion with a vote of 7 yes, 0 no, and 0 absent. On April 26, 2021, the City Council considered Resolution 2021-22 to approve the preliminary plan. Some City Council members expressed comments about sidewalk and lighting requirements, and a motion to approve the resolution failed. The applicant submitted the enclosed revised preliminary plan with minor changes addressing the City Council's comments. At this time, it's recommended the City Council discuss and vote on whether to approve or deny Resolution 2021-22 as amended, or approve the revised preliminary plan, or to approve the revised plan.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve Resolution 2021-22, resolution for approval of the preliminary plan as amended, the Heritage subdivision?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
I appreciate the changes that were made, that they properly addressed some of the concerns we had at our last meeting.
I agree with Alderman Kuhn. I do appreciate their attention to detail on it.
Anyone else? Hearing or seeing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Ferks,
Yes.
Ms. Stevens,
Yes.
Ms. Harlan,
Yes.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Ms. Boat,
Yes.
Mr. Brock,
Yes.
Mr. Burris,
Yes.
and Mr. Coon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Moving on to new business, mayoral appointments. Fire and Police Commission, Seth Floyd, 3-year term expires April 20. Seth is here this evening. Would you raise your hand? I think everybody knows you, but there might be someone who's lived under a rock for a while. Planning and Zoning Board, Amber Goebel, 5-year term expires April 2026. Sean Spillman, 5-year term expires April 2026. Historic Preservation Committee, Chad Johnson, 3-year term expires April 2024. Lee Anderson, 3-year term expires April 2024. Police Pension Board, Gil Yonka and Lieutenant Terry Jones. Treasurer, Brian McDowell. City Clerk, Jill Potts, for a 2-year term that expires in April 2023. Is there a motion to approve these appointments?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing or seeing none, please take a roll call.
Mr. Ferks,
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stevens,
Yes.
Ms. Harlan,
Yes.
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Ms. Boat,
Yes.
Mr. Brock,
Yes.
Mr. Burris,
Yes.
Mr. Coon.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Alderperson's report. We'll start with John tonight.
I was gonna wait till next meeting, but I will at least just let my fellow alder persons know. But next council meeting will be my last council meeting. My wife and I will be moving as of June 4th, and we'll be moving just outside of city limits. So therefore, unfortunately, I have to step down. So it's been an exciting and interesting past 6.5 years from Planning and Zoning Board in January 2015, a little over 4 years on that, and then 2 years here on City Council. So look forward to our next meeting and chat with you guys more then. That's all.
John, thank you very much for your service. I really appreciate
Thank you.
everything you've done for us. I like having young people, and you've just done a magnificent job. So, okay. Tammy,
Nothing tonight.
Pam,
Nothing for me, thank you.
Thomas,
No, nothing, right?
Michael,
Nope, nothing.
Rodney.
Taking a little offense to the young people comment, but
Wendell,
My thanks to John for his service. I do appreciate all that you've done. Looks like we're making some progress at the landfill on our burn pile. Maybe the burner's working out. The seed pile's getting a little smaller some days, and then other days it builds back up. It's smaller and minuscule, but it's working. It's working. So we're going from there. That's all I have.
thank you. Mary?
I'm just looking forward to the summer and seeing all of the youth activities that we can do again this year. And then in turn, all of the high school students who rely on that summer employment. So
I'm looking
it'll be a
forward.
great summer. Yep.
Okay, police chief's report. John Carter?
Yes, last meeting I mentioned we had hired 2 individuals and that they were starting later this month and in June. However, spots at PTI and they had both started PTI today. So
Oh, good.
I did get word today that they both passed the power test and they're on their way to becoming full-fledged officers. So can't wait for them to. And that's all I have for this evening.
Wow, that's a record.
Yeah.
Fire chief's report. John Rupke.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. This last month in April, we had training on 3 nights. First week, we had the sexual harassment training that is required by the city. We got that completed. We did pump operations with our crew, making sure everybody can get water out of the truck. And as Brett knows, it's not always that easy, so we had our training. Second week, we had electrification, and if you drove by the firehouse at night, Dennis brought in the car, and we cut the heck out of that thing, took the roof off the doors, just about everything in that car. So it was kind of neat to have the equipment out, and have it all laid out. Everybody kind of use the different types of tools. So really a good training that night. And then the last week, we did vehicle maintenance and equipment maintenance throughout the firehouse. This month, Lieutenant John Mullins is resigning from the fire department as of the end of the month. John and his family moved to the Quad Cities, so we will be losing John. His wife got a promotion, so he'll be moving. So we're in the process of replacing John as being a lieutenant on the fire department. So we promote somebody from within. We also started this month a program in Monticello called Be Alarmed. It's where we will provide fire smoke detectors to some of the citizens of Monticello. We're partnering with the Office of the Fire Marshal, and what they do is they send you 24 smoke detectors, and we'll work with logistics. We will put a note out on Facebook that anybody who needs a smoke detector, we'll set up an appointment with the fire department, we'll come out and put one for free.
Great.
We send you 24, and once you put up 20, you got to report back to them where you send them to. They'll send you 24 more. So as long as we have people that need them, we will. They're 10-year life batteries. They're disposable. So we install them and they're good for 10 years. So I think it's
Awesome. That's really good.
great thing to see. This month we ran 32 calls, 25 medicals, and the rest was kind of miscellaneous things. One interesting call we had on April 20th, we rescued a cat on a tree. Doing our job. I think the police officer did.
Was it
To get that cat out of the tree.
raining, wasn't it? Was it raining? One of those nasty days, I know.
Yeah, it was raining that day. That's what it
Hmm.
was. That's all I had.
Thank you very much, John. City Administrators Report, Mr. Summers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll be brief tonight to Ms. Boat's comments about the outdoor activities. Carlos and Mindy have been extremely busy getting the recreation department up and running again after taking last year off. And we've been fortunate to have enough folks from the community to actually apply for jobs at the pool, at the lifeguards, concessions, and so on and so forth. A lot of communities are really struggling to get lifeguards and concessions and umpires and so on and so forth. So kudos yet one more time to this community, and we're hoping that things go well this summer. So that's all I have.
Wow. At this time, I'm going to entertain the motion to go into closed session. At the end of closed session, we'll come back into public session, and I know we'll be considering resolution 2021, which is the release of closed minutes. We may be releasing some, we may not be releasing some. So that's all for this evening. If you want to stick around and come back in when we're done, that'd be great.
I'll move.
I need a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Mary, and is there a second?
I gotcha.
Got a second?
I got it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me on the straight and narrow. I need it. Is there a motion to approve resolution 2021-24, release of closed session minutes following the closed session listed above, and review of closed session minutes? City council may wish to approve the release of certain closed session minutes and will make them available for public review. Action, if any, will take place in open session. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Any comments or questions? Hearing or sitting, need a roll call.
Mr. Ferrick?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Harlan?
Yes.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Ms. Boat?
Yes.
Mr. Brock?
Yes.
Mr. Burris?
Yes.
And Mr. Coon?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
See you in 2 weeks.
Hi.